Welcome back to the stage of statue collecting. We have a fun one today. We have the one, the only PCS Mega Man X Deluxe 1/4 scale statue. This is one we've been waiting for, so let's just jump right in. Just like something jumped right into this big gash on the side of the box. But I always get a little bit worried when I see the box a little bit beat up like this, especially with so many delicate parts that are inside. But I have confidence and hope that it's going to turn out all right. Fingers crossed. Number 40 out of 300. We have 3 huge boxes. So let's start unboxing. As we go through the different layers of tape, we see that lovely 10% off Sideshow discount code. As I have a little bit of trouble opening up the box itself, break out the handy dandy orange scissors to help out a little bit. But the one thing I was waiting for is to see that shot of the one and only Mega Man X logo, the iconic logo that we mentioned in one of our past videos. So as we try to break this tape like Superman, doesn't turn out well, so let's just jump right into the box shot. So we see right here on the front all of the great artwork that is present on all 3 boxes. And if you watch my Mega Man X Zero video, we see that 2 of the box arts are the same, because I believe they were originally based off of the Mega Man X, and then they just changed it up a little bit for one of the boxes for Zero itself. But nonetheless, box is a little disheveled, but the art makes up for it. So we're just taking a couple of checks along the different boxes, seeing if there's anything different, any kind of Easter eggs, but I'll settle for the box art that they're displaying. This is really unique when it comes to a take on Mega Man, and I applaud PCS for taking the risk again on all of these different Mega Man statues. And we have the great Velcro straps as we start to delve into the different layers. Really appreciate these because the tape is a statue collector's worst enemy when it comes to unboxing. So the Velcro straps make it a lot easier. And as we delve into the box, the second worst enemy are these silicone beads that pop up in every box, because there's always 1 or 2 that pop open and they spill all over the nerd cave. Point them out here. I noticed this, so I am going to slowly but gently grab the vacuum at one point and mop these up before it gets all over the place. Same base as the Zero Collector's Edition, which makes it a little bit interchangeable, at least to my eyes. There might be some subtle differences, as I'll point out a little bit later when it comes to, I guess, the Easter eggs. And just to show you, here's a little bit of a flashback of the previous Zero Collector's Edition as well. So since we already went over this, let's delve into just the design. This part is huge. It's the top of the base, and there's a light up functionality that connects to the bottom base, which just makes the whole statue piece just shine overall. And as we take a look at the overall put together pieces of the puzzle, we see that we have the base, we have the light up functionality. This is where Mega Man is going to sit, or Zero, depending on how you look at it. Brush off some of the nice styrofoam that spills all over the nerd cave. But going up, gotta love the spinal design. Is really a mix between the futuristic and just overall humanoid features of Mega Man. And as we continue looking at the base, we just see these different side mounts that really add to the overall sturdiness of the design, as well as the capsule from Mega Man X itself. We have the coolant pipe looking items for all of you PC enthusiasts out there. They really went all out with those pieces. They are sculpted They're not vinyl or anything along those lines, but it adds that extra flair and the extra touch. Should really, one thing to take this over the top, if you could add coolant into these, that would be that little chef's kiss. But speaking of the chef's kiss, we're about to see the paint job on this Mega Man statue. This is kind of a candy coat car paint that's being used, and it just looks really good. On camera, off camera, everywhere in between that, as I just move it around, taking a look at it a little bit further. And all of these different pieces have that feeling to it, that this was some type of scientist that put it together in modern times with that candy paint. It goes back to that Iron Man scene. So we have one of the head sculpts right here. We're taking a look, the open-eyed, which I like to display more than the closed-eye, just to give that facial expression of the character getting put together and they're aware of everything. So as we take a look at both head sculpts right here and all of the different pieces that comprise of Mega Man, the one thing I do notice is when you put these pieces together, you just have to be a little bit careful not to scratch anything, looking at that paint job again. But overall, it doesn't get too tight of a fit until you assemble everything, especially attaching to the base itself. So just be careful with that. And the one thing I noticed right off the bat, taking one of Zero parts, the fit-in is bigger than the Mega Man piece. So I guess this is to avoid the mix and match. I tried it out, didn't work out too well. Just comparing the two contrasting pieces of Mega Man's head to Zero sculpt. Overall, both really good and really unique. And here's all of the lovely parts that comprise of the capsule piece. 2-piece box, so many pieces to put together, but at the end, it's always worth it to see. The silicone package didn't break on this one, but here we have the final reveal. And that reveal, it just looks glorious, even without the light up functionality in there, because we have Mega Man fully assembled, getting worked on, getting repaired. And this just adds to the overall aesthetic, along with this piece, which is the monitor kind of with the stats. It's different for Mega Man and Zero, so just be aware of that if you try to swap them out. But overall, this look is just, it fits the Mega Man aesthetic, especially when you have it lit up like this. This is what all the Mega Man collectors have been looking for and pining for. All that we hope is we continue this line and get some more pieces, preferably Sigma, Vile, somewhere in between. But until then, subscribe and look out for more statue reviews.